Yo, 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 yo. Hey, listen, we're back again with more NBA 2K21 Next Gen gameplay. This video today is Chronicles of the Randoms. In this particular video, we ended up having 3 humans and 2 AI versus a team with a full 5 humans. Okay? Now, the reason why this video today is going to end up making it on YouTube, or why I decided to post it on YouTube, is because for those that have played Rec, whether they be on this game or the current gen version or 2K20 or 2K19, whatever, for the most part, if you have AI on your team, the more AI you have on your team, the more at a disadvantage you are as the player, because the AI is programmed to be mostly stupid, okay? Especially on offense. But on defense, they can be helpful aside from when someone is able to shoot right over them, because the AI is sagging off just enough where the contest is not high enough to generate a bad response in most cases, right? And so that's why, basically, in my experience, whenever I've played games with AI, which since I don't play with a full 5 most times, usually I'm playing with AI, or at least one AI in my rec team. I would say probably 80 to 85% of the time if I'm playing in a match, I have at least one AI on my team, because that's how often I play with randoms, and that's how often randoms will end up leaving the match, or they'll start off and leave right away, or I'll just go in with 2 AI and say screw it and see what happens, right? And usually, you know, you can either win a close match or you can get blown off the court. So when I got queued up for this and I seen the 2 AI, I was thinking, okay, we'll see how this goes. The fact that this game ended up being a blowout in the opposite direction, because we ended up blowing these motherfuckers all the way out, is beyond me. You understand? It caught me off guard. I was flabbergasted, really. And the great thing about it is that I wasn't even the point guard this game. So it queued me up as a shooting guard, and this guy with the afro here, he's the point guard. And thankfully, he was one of those competent point guards. He wasn't one of those point guards that only knows how to score and that's it. Like, they'll miss you for wide open passes. They'll feel like they need to be the hero. They feel like they need to do everything themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. But no, this guy was competent. He knew what he was doing for the most part. You know what I'm saying? And he scored whenever it was necessary. He got his greens. He was a consistent shooter. It was great. It was great. It was all great. And so you can already see, like, this game is, you know, going in a way that normally doesn't happen in this situation. So we up 11 points on these guys, even though they have a full team, we don't. And we're all helping each other out, finding each other for open looks, playing nice defense, everything. Like, look at that. Another green. And eventually it gets to the point where we notice there's really only one guy on the team that's taking advantage of the AI matchup, because we had an AI at the small forward and power forward position. And that, by the way, that shot was god awful, and he managed to green it. It's disgusting, but that's power to take over. But anyway, so we noticed that only this guy here, this Benji Cash, he's the only one that's taking advantage of the AI, or at least I noticed that. And because I mostly kept shots that went in instead of bricks, I haven't shown it yet, but my matchup has not really been shooting well. Like, every single time to give him the ball, either he missed a shot, or he did something stupid, or he caused a turnover, or yeah, he ended up turning the ball over to us due to rash actions, right? And so I started actually leaving my matchup open on purpose to see if the guy that was being guarded by the AI will have enough sense to trust his teammate, or try to trust his teammate, or if he would just feel like, oh, you know what, this guy's missed so many shots, I might as well just try to see what I can do, right? And it ended up working out even more in our favor, to the point where the blowout even got bigger. Like, look at that gap. Look at that gap, that point gap there. 32 to 59 at this point, right? Things are getting ugly. And look at me again, leaving my matchup open. This guy tries to take advantage of the AI. No bueno, we're not letting you do that, boy. It was all great. That was a nice bailout there, because I was trying to see if I can get the little glitchy spin there or just get a spin shot, but unfortunately they didn't let me do that. So, but I like that a lot. I had quite a few dunks this game, which I added as clips for the end of the year stuff. And what we at now? 34 to 67. Like this is nasty to me. The score is just woof. But look at this guy. Like, my matchup is the guy number 11 with the green shoes, and just look at how many times you see me nowhere near this man and he don't pass on the ball. And that's got to always be humiliating when your team is losing, right? And they can easily point to you being one of the major contributive factors as to why they're losing. Because I'm literally leaving this man wide open on purpose and trying to help other people. And they are not passing him the ball at all. At all. I don't even know why he stayed in the match, to be quite honest with you. Because that's humiliating right there. Like, I'm giving this man the Ben Simmons treatment. Look at this. Look. Nowhere near this man. I said, all right, y'all go ahead. And they just keep doing stupid stuff every time, too. That's the main thing. And then this guy here took advantage of that takeover and made one of those force up threes. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you shoot the ball and it just puts you in animation because you're out of your range or the time is running out. All that good stuff. That man pulled with no remorse and made it. That was amazing. So I had to flop on that one. I ended up finishing this game with 18 points. Couldn't get more than that. Got quite a few opportunities where I got ruined because I was past the ball in transition and my character didn't go up with a dunk. Instead, he went up with a weak layup and it got blocked, or it was highly contested. All that good stuff. You know, the rule from 2K18. All those things applied. So it was unfortunate. But like, look at this guy, right? Awful shot. And once again, my matchup was wide open. My matchup was wide open. And they did not care. Find him for a wide open three. Boom. Look at the score, bro. Look at that. Like this, trust me, guys, when I say that this does not happen. This is not a common thing. Not at all. Okay? But these guys were not that smart. And nobody was a consistent shooter except for that one guy, Benji Cash, that was trying to abuse the AI. And he wasn't super consistent, but he was consistent enough where I knew that leaving him open would eventually cause some issues for us. But the fact that these guys couldn't adapt to the situation and just kind of like let things happen as they were, it's just absolutely hilarious to me. And so there it is. That's the end of the game. We get that dub. And you see there, like, the most that Benji Cash should get after I decided to leave my matchup wide open was 15 points. So he didn't even get a chance to take advantage of the AI like that much. But nonetheless, I appreciate the beauty. Peace and bless. I'm out.